Have you ever caught yourself wondering what's really going on in a woman's mind when she's around you? Maybe there's a glance that lingers just a little too long, or a subtle touch that leaves you questioning, was that just friendly, or was there something more? Attraction is rarely spelled out. It's a dance of subtleties, a language spoken not with words but with looks, gestures, and unspoken energy. Most men miss this entirely. They're looking for the obvious, a bold declaration, a direct statement, but what they fail to realize is that women, by their very nature, are intricate and intuitive. Their attraction often plays out in ways that are so subtle, it's almost like a secret code. And once you learn to read it, you unlock something truly special. Today, we're peeling back the layers of female psychology to reveal the 5 secret signs that show when a woman is truly into you. These aren't random behaviors. They're deeply rooted in human connection, evolution, and desire. By the time you finish listening to this, you'll not only recognize these signs but also understand why they matter and how you can respond in a way that builds undeniable chemistry. But let me ask you this. How many times have you thought you were getting mixed signals from a woman? 1 minute she's leaning in, fully engaged, giving you every reason to believe she's interested. Then, suddenly, she pulls back, distracted, distant. It leaves you second-guessing everything. The truth is, women rarely communicate their attraction in obvious, linear ways. Instead, they speak through subtlety, through energy. Understanding these signals isn't just about avoiding confusion. It's about mastering the art of connection. And when you do, you're no longer the guy chasing her validation. You become the man she wants to pursue, the one she can't stop thinking about. So, let's dive in. Let's uncover the psychology of attraction and decode the signals she's sending. The psychology of attraction. Before we get into the signs, let's talk about why they matter. Attraction isn't just about looks or status. It's far more primal, far more rooted in the way we're wired as humans. For women, attraction often begins in the mind. While men tend to focus on visual cues, women respond to emotional and psychological triggers. Think about it. Why are women drawn to confidence? It's not about arrogance, it's about the energy you project. When you're calm, composed, and self-assured, it signals to her subconscious that you're a man who's in control. Someone she can feel safe with. Someone she can trust. And trust is a powerful thing. When a woman feels emotionally safe, it opens the door to connection, physical, emotional, and yes, sexual. But here's the thing. Most women won't just come out and say, "I'm into you." Instead, they'll let their actions speak. They'll drop hints, subtle and deliberate, to see if you're paying attention. This is where so many men fail. They miss the signs. They're so focused on what's happening on the surface that they don't see the deeper signals underneath. But you won't make that mistake. Not after today. Sign 1. Genuine eye contact. Let's start with one of the most intimate forms of communication, eye contact. Have you ever noticed a woman looking at you, really looking at you? Maybe her gaze lingers a second longer than necessary, or her pupils seem just a little more dilated. This isn't just casual, it's intentional. Eye contact is one of the oldest and most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. When a woman locks eyes with you, it's her way of saying, "I see you. I'm curious about you." It's an invitation, subtle but deliberate, to connect on a deeper level. Pay attention to the way she looks at you. Is there warmth in her expression? A hint of vulnerability? If she's holding your gaze with a soft, inviting energy, it's a clear sign that she's drawn to you. How to respond? When you notice this, meet her gaze. Don't look away or overthink it. Hold her eyes with a quiet, confident intensity. Smile, not a big, cheesy grin, but something subtle, something that says, "I see you, too." This creates a moment of connection, an unspoken exchange that's charged with potential. Sign 2. Subtle touches. Now, let's talk about touch. Physical touch is one of the most telling signs of attraction, and women are masters of using it in subtle, intentional ways. Maybe she brushes her hand against yours while handing you something. Maybe she rests her hand on your shoulder when she's laughing at your joke. These aren't accidents. They're tests, small, deliberate ways to gauge your reaction. Touch is intimate. It's a bridge between emotional and physical connection. When a woman feels drawn to you, she'll often find ways to close the distance, to invite a moment of contact. How to respond? Don't rush to escalate. Instead, mirror her actions. If she touches your arm during a conversation, respond by lightly touching her hand when emphasizing a point. The key here is to be subtle and respectful. You're not trying to dominate the interaction, you're creating a space where she feels comfortable and safe. Sign 3. Active listening and engaged responses. Another sign is how she interacts with you during a conversation. When a woman is genuinely interested, she's not just hearing you, she's listening. She leans in, mirrors your gestures, asks thoughtful questions, and reacts in ways that show she's fully present. This is more than politeness. It's a sign that she values what you're saying, that she's invested in getting to know you on a deeper level. How to respond. Be equally engaged. Show her that you're not just waiting for your turn to talk but that you're genuinely interested in her thoughts. Maintain eye contact, nod when appropriate, and ask open-ended questions that invite her to share more. This builds a dynamic of mutual respect and connection. Sign 4. Playful teasing or flirting. When a woman starts playfully teasing you, it's a surefire sign that she's comfortable and interested. Maybe she pokes fun at your choice of drink, challenges you in a lighthearted way, or jokes about something trivial. This isn't just casual banter, it's flirting. From a psychological perspective, playful teasing helps build rapport. It creates a sense of intimacy and excitement, a shared energy that pulls you closer. How to respond. Match her energy. If she teases you, tease her back in a way that's fun and light. Don't overdo it or make it a competition. The goal is to create a dynamic where the two of you are vibing off each other, building tension in the best way possible. Sign 5. Prioritizing time with you. Finally, one of the clearest signs of interest is when she makes time for you. Life is busy, and time is one of the most valuable things we have. If she's carving out moments to spend with you, whether it's meeting for coffee, suggesting plans, or even texting you consistently, it's because she values your presence. How to respond. Appreciate her efforts. Let her know you value the time she's giving you. Be present and engaged when you're together. This reinforces the connection and shows her that you're someone worth investing in. Conclusion. So, there you have it. The 5 secret signs women show when they're truly interested in you. Genuine eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, and prioritizing time with you. These behaviors aren't random, they're deliberate signals rooted in psychology and human connection. The next time you're with a woman, pay attention to the subtle ways she interacts with you. Attraction isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes, it's in the quiet moments, the fleeting touches, the shared glances. When you learn to recognize these signs, you step into a new level of confidence, one where you're not chasing her interest but creating a connection that's mutual, exciting, and undeniably real. Now it's your turn. Go out there, pay attention, and embrace the power of these subtle signals. When you do, you'll find that building meaningful, magnetic connections becomes second nature. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.